What's up guys, welcome back to No Bad Days EDC. Today we are looking at my favorite flashlights of 2024. Let's jump in. Basically, I've separated all of my favorite lights into three categories. There are Microlights, AAA size, all the way up to something like the Baton IV. Even included the Wuben X3 in that one, just the size. The next one is Flatlights, which are the Arcfeld Pro, the Wuben X2, the regular Arcfeld, and then the Workos HD01. Which is a kind of a surprise one. The last category that I ever use is larger, tactical, more high-powered flashlights, like the Olight Baton IV, Baton III Pro Max, or the Warrior Mini 2 from Olight, as well as this is a new one, the Sofirn. It is, man, this thing's jam-packed. So those are my categories. Starting off with the micro type lights. These are just really anything that small. The first one that I really like is the little Sofirn guy right there. You can see that pretty good. This is a Sofirn SC13. The price is approximately $30. It goes all the way up to 1100 lumens, which is kind of crazy for something that size. And it's a nice, budget-friendly option that I think a lot of people would like. The next one is one of my favorites. It's the Baton IV, and this thing is awesome. This is around more like $50 to $70, depending on if you get the charging case with it. It can go up a little bit more than that. But the Lumen Count on this one is actually upgraded from the Baton III. This is a lot closer to 1400, 1300 lumens, and it recharges with the Olight proprietary charger. I have mixed feelings about it. The next one is the Olight I3T EOS. This is the blue pinwheel variation of it. This one's okay. I'm not a huge fan of lights like this. They're $20, so they're friendly on the budget, but I find that I don't really get a lot of light out of it. And if I'm gonna carry a flashlight, I kinda want it to be able to run for a long time and have plenty of light. Now, this is the Wuben X3, and you can see it's in this almost AirPods-like case. And so basically you pull it out of this case, and here it is. Here's the little guy. He is pretty jam-packed. I call it this Swiss Army knife. So starting off, it's got a rotating head. So it's a good feature. You can kind of play with it however you want to. It has a red light, strobe, everything. The max output on this is 700 lumens, which isn't a ton. For me, I start off really at 1000 lumens. If it's not 1000, I find myself not carrying as much, but the size on this is pretty good. Fits in the hand pretty well. And it's fun. It really is. It glows in the dark too once it's under the light. So there's some stuff there that's pretty cool. And the charging case kind of does make it awesome. So you can use it actually in the charging case like this. Close that, and then this acts as a diffuser. So if you're using it as a camping light or whatever, it's pretty good. I like that part. So the charging case kind of makes it worth it. Plus it charges magnetically via wireless charging, and also the case charges Type-C, which is pretty cool. Moving on to the next category, these are the flat lights. So like I said, it's the Arcfeld, the Arcfeld Pro, the Workos HD01. I'm throwing the Wuben X2 in this one as well. One of my favorite lights, I really enjoy it. Flat flashlights are pretty awesome. Starting off with the Workos HD01. This is a budget-friendly option, right around $40, but it has a ton of features. So you already see these two buttons that it has here. The first one is a laser. The second button is actually how you control the light, similar to an Olight with the step down. Yeah, there you go. Now, what's cool about the HD01 is it, first of all, charges Type-C right here on the side, which is awesome, but also it has this light strip that can do RGB. It can be just a nice little type of, you know, side floody light like that, which is really cool. And you basically triple click to go through the modes. It does a strobe. It does police lights, which I think are illegal, but it does this cool wash that I really like too. And you know, it really works well. This doesn't feel quite as premium as the Olight product. It's a little bit lighter, but it really is kind of jam-packed, and it's a third of the cost. So it really has been awesome. I really like the pocket clip on this too. It's very deep. The finish on this does feel good. Everything feels smooth, and it's well made. It's just a little bit lighter. That's all. Next is the Olight Arcfeld and the Arcfeld Pro. I love both of these lights. Honestly, I think the Olight Arcfeld would be my most carried light of the year, probably one of them. But same as you're used to. It has the laser, has the LED indicators, which is awesome. Now this one is about $90. This one's about $120. The Olight Arcfeld is about 1,000 lumens, so you know, perfect for what I use it for. And the Arcfeld Pro is about 1,400 lumens. The Arcfeld Pro also comes with a third option, which is UV. So you can see, this is like the most satisfying thing ever. It is perfect. You can just do this all day, switch between the 3 different light modes. The laser is way brighter on the second one than it was on the first, so that's a huge plus. And the last light in this category is the Wuben X3. This is the titanium finish. It is beautiful. I actually took the pocket clip off just because I found it a little bit difficult to carry it with that, but I love just carrying this as it is. Now this variation is pretty expensive because it's a custom finish, but the standard white, black, those type of things is around $70, which is a great price for this flashlight. It goes all the way up to 2,500 lumens, and the battery life's great. It's fully waterproof. You can actually add small, basically glow-in-the-dark sticks to these ridges in here. Pretty cool. I need to probably do it, but the last string of lights is actually the larger tactical lights, whatever you want to call them. Starting off with the Behemoth, which is the Olight Baton IV Pro Max. I have carried the heck out of this thing. It's getting a lot of use lately. Super, I mean, just beefy. It's huge, but it's very powerful. It actually has shake awake battery features, so it's not gonna work right now. I'll turn it off, turn it back on, and yeah, there we go. Okay, so yeah, you pull it out of your pocket. You don't even have to turn it on to see how much battery is left in it. Right there, as you see, it's blinking, just telling me it's about 50%. Super bright. It is 2,500 lumens. It's packed out. I love this light. It's rugged, it's cool, super deep pocket clip, which is awesome. So yeah, this is one of my favorites for sure. The next one is the Olight Warrior Mini 2. I've had this one for a while. I like this finish on this one a lot. Now this is a cool size. This is probably the deepest pocket clip out of any light that I have, which I like. I like the tactical bezel on that guy. I love the tail switch. All the Olights charge with their proprietary charger, which, take it or leave it, it's okay. You get used to it because I have so many of them, so you get a few kicking around and you just continue to use those. But no, this one is awesome. You can actually move the pocket clip up here if you wanted to sit it with the bezel up, which is okay. Max brightness on this one is 1750, but this is a lot more of a tactical light, so you know, a little bit different than the Baton. The next light is a new one. It's the Sofirn IF24 Pro. Now this one is actually very similar to the HD01, the flat one from Workos that we looked at. So obviously you see the ring on the front, similar to the Olight Arcfeld, where you can rotate it to go cycle light modes, as well as lockout. One of these is just lockout, where nothing's gonna happen. But basically you get the side light there, which is awesome. super useful, especially because it's a magnetic tail cap, so you could stick this to anything and you have an adjustable, oh, it's beautiful. The next one is a red light kind of for emergencies. I've seen a lot of people talking about this, saying they plan to use it in their car, and that totally makes sense. If you break down the side of the road, you want something to use, you got it. The actual flashlight portion of this is awesome. It is 3,000 lumens, so it's actually the highest output out of any of these lights in this whole video. And it's Type-C charging, which is great. I much prefer this. Great flashlight. You can get it to do RGB on the light panel as well if you want to. It's not my style, I find it kind of gimmicky. And then the last light that I want to look at is the Olight Warrior Nano. This one has been pretty surprising. I love Olight's zombie finish. I have a few of these, and that's my favorite finish they make. I think it's cool. So similar to the Warrior Mini, this is now the Warrior Nano, and this actually is my top flashlight of the year. I love this flashlight. It combines the aspects of the Baton IV that I like with the aspects of the Warrior that I really like. The tail switch is awesome. It's magnetic. The ring here for where you turn it on and off is awesome. It is like, it's very super clicky, which is satisfying. Pocket clip's great, super stiff, and it has it's double reinforced, which I love. You also get a little bit of this tactical bevel here, which is great. Yeah, if you were to ever need it, you get a little teeth on that. So no, this is absolutely my favorite flashlight of the year. The lumen count is only 1,000 lumens, but that is, like I said, that's my threshold for usable lights. It has to be 1,000 lumens or I'm not going to use it. This is the prime example of it's 1,000 lumens and I'm going to use it because I love it so much. It charges with Olight's proprietary charger. Not a big deal. Like I said, 100 times over. Take it or leave it. Obviously, to use this light, it's worth it. So yeah, that is my flashlight of the year. That is my kind of roundup of the lights that I've carried the most, stuff that I'm checking out, and kind of everything in between, what I like, what I don't like. Feel free to comment if you agree with me. If you disagree, that's fine. But this is what I like. Doesn't have to be what you like. This is what I like. So yeah, that's my top flashlight of the year, and these are all my favorite lights that I've used this year.